Here we are asked to take the special angles below and use the unit circle to find the radian measures and the sine, cosine, and tangent of each angle. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of estimate from where these are at, what angle this is. Again, if I were to look at these, let's do this, the like halfway point would be like right here-ish. So this is the one where we have the long side is the y value. So this has to be root 3 over 2. And the short side has to be 1/2. And it's going to the left, so it's negative. In this case here, what that means is that this angle right here has to be 2 pi over 3. But since we go all the way around, and then another 2 pi over 3, right? All the way around is 6 pi over 3, or just 2 pi. So my total angle that I'm given here is 8 pi over 3. So as far as 8 pi over 3 goes, again, I would get the same answers for sine, cosine, tangent of 8 pi over 3 that I would get for 2 pi over 3. So either way, they would give me the same values. But as I go through this, when I do sine of 8 pi over 3, I'm looking for the y value on my unit circle, which I've already said is the square root of 3 over 2. Then for cosine of 8 pi over 3, I'm looking at what is the x value on the unit circle, which I've mentioned is negative 1/2. Then the tangent, a little more challenging, is sine over cosine. So tangent of 8 pi over 3 equals root 3 over 2 over negative 1/2. And so that, I'm going to change that division of fractions into multiplying by the reciprocal. 2's cancel out here and leave me with just the negative square root of 3. So that's sine, cosine, and tangent of 8 pi over 3, which is that first one. Second one here, a couple things about this. This one looks like the short side is the y value, whereas the long side is the x value. And so if I look at this, call this negative root 3 over 2. And this is also going down, so negative 1/2 for my y value. So when I'm going through this here, these are the pi over 6's that I'll say as we go through. And excuse me, when I work through this, it's negative because it's going the opposite direction. So if I were to just go, over 6 here to this point, it would be negative, what is that? Pi over 2, so that would be negative 3 pi over 6. But then this would be negative 4 pi over 6, and then negative 5 pi over 6. So this one here that we're working with, the angle and radian measures would be negative 5 pi over 6. And what I should realize is that if I were looking at the positive value, right, all the way around here, that would be the opposite direction, which would be 7 pi over 6. Because both of these together, 7 pi plus 5 pi is 12 pi over 6, which would give me my total of 2 pi. So if I were to find sine, cosine, and tangent of 5 pi over 6, it would give me the same thing as sine, cosine, tangent of 7 pi over 6. Okay, so now without further ado, I got sine of negative 5 pi over 6. Sine is my y value, so negative 1/2. Cosine of negative 5 pi over 6 equals the x value, which would be negative root 3 over 2. And then tangent of negative 5 pi over 6, negative 1/2. So sine over cosine, which is going to be, again, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which in this case, the 2's cancel, the negatives cancel. I get 1 over root 3, but I want to get rid of the square root in the denominator. So I end up getting root 3 over 3 as tangent of negative 5 pi over 6.